People shouldn't only think of farming when they are tired. You get it? People should still farm successfully and sustainably even when they have jobs and they are working. So let's really think of how to enable people farm. Why do other companies do it? People who do farms, the devotion, the commitment to farm work is not taken seriously. When you are at the farm, people are working. When you are away, they choose either to cut the nappy and serve it fresh or not. It's just like a discretionary activity when to do this and when to not to do the other. So really, we must support the people who are doing farming. It is tough work to succeed. Then another request, you've been hearing the battles we've been having in the rationalization policy. By the way, rationalization was by and large intended to support you public sector professionals who are in the mainstream civil service. The president started by enhancing the salaries, isn't it? Yesterday I was speaking to my district production coordinator, who is also a vet, Dr. Kamagire. I asked him, how much does an extension worker earn at the sub-county? It is between 4 to 4.5. Senior principal and all that. How much was it a year or two ago? 2.2. 50% increment. You should really thank the president. That's why the government came up with an idea that let us collapse these multiple structures. It is not that people in UCDA were useless. No, they were useful. It's not that people in DDA were useless. They were useful. But the government has taken a decision. Let's have one structure, single spine structure, have all professionals remunerated the same way, isn't it? Yes. And strengthen the various layers of service delivery, the sub-county, the district, and finally the ministry. Have one chain of command. This is strengthening you. It is not strengthening the politics, much as some people try to politicize this. Yes. Why should a vet in one agency be paid differently and in the main public service be paid differently? Didn't you study the same pharmacology? Yeah, didn't you? There. But fortunately, when you have done mathematics, things are easy. So you can do everything. So, rationalization was intended to support your systems, strengthen you. So as a ministry now, we want to make sure that all the sub-counties have vets and the other extension staff. The president has agreed to that. Become our regulators at that level. They become the regulators. Even when we form the authority you have had, it will not have staff all over the country. At the sub-county level, the extension staff will do farm outreach, will do disease control, will do inspection of input dealers, isn't it? Yes. If the Food and Agriculture Authority has licensed Madam Akarasa, you can ask how my sister there was suffering from NDA, was still suffering. They have to be everywhere as NDA because government, that policy was disconnecting agencies from the ministry staff. The agent of NDA or any other agency should be the DVO. We are one government. We are one government. So that's what the rationalization intended to do. It actually intended to support you people. Now, we will have a honest conversation, I think Dr. Kashala mentioned it, with the local government. The cows, the LC5s must not stifle our profession and our work. We are going to have a honest conversation because of decentralization. Government chose to decentralize the delivery of agricultural services to the district, education services to the district, even health. A DHO is appointed by the district. A DVO is appointed by the district. Go down to the sub-county. So we will not allow a district to run 5 years without a DVO. Simply because they are playing politics, trying to support the son of somebody to study through the system. We know the games. So we will really be very firm about this. we will ensure those districts are called out. We will hold the cows accountable. The clear structure of the extension must be filled. The President and Cabinet agree to this. Because if we don't feel it, people now will begin to say, Maif is incompetent. Did you hear that stock? Who is Maif? It is not the 3 ministers, PS under the moon. It is this huge structure that goes up to the sub-county. But while that structure is there, Dr. Demun does not supervise or recruit the DVO. We gave that function to the districts through their service commissions. So they must do our functions, or else we shall withdraw them and do it ourselves. So I need the support of the council. I need the support of this association. You get it? People must trust you. And we can work together. Both the professional body of veterinary, your veterinary and the council. We can look at whatever small budget we have, we can share it. You know, really we have a problem in this country. People don't want an issue to be analyzed. When you go to the big part of the cattle corridor, and you tell them, Akashava may know, and you tell them that, please spray properly your cows, they will stone you. They think you are undermining them. What is in their head is that all their parasites are fake, which is not true. The quacks mislead them, mix this to this, create doo-doo. And that's why the cows are getting blind. And you ask yourself, where is you, the sub-county veterinary? I think another issue we can have, and Honorable Bright could think about this. We're under the moon and the council. Let's start rewarding our outstanding community work vets. Let's start rewarding them in sub-counties, in districts. Yes, let's start rewarding them. We can start with the DVOs who have registered the highest rate of vaccination. We reward them. We recognize them. We go to sub-counties. The radios are there free of charge. How come we don't hear somebody going there and say, you, in whatever language, toka mante omaize kuchikuba mpiso ya penicillin. Ekyo nakyo kyetaaga PhD. Someone should go and tell people, but it has to be a doctor. That's when people believe. Gwe haji, mwabasala nte. Uba ogenda kusala nte. Sooka obuuze. Mwagikubye empiso ddi. That extra energy to be creative and work. You will go on the radio and talk. Yes. There's free airtime under the control of RDCs. Fortunately, RDCs now are our allies. We designated them the chairpersons of District Disease Control Task Force. So we can tell them that airtime on the radio. Don't use it for politicians to abuse each other. Council politics, speakers fighting with chairman, and it's on radio. Wasting our time. When you are going there, RDC, go with the DVO. Talk about animal disease. Talk about protocols of handling beef, protocols of handling milk. Go and talk about agronomy for coffee. Condemn about people, because people were saying, if you remove UCDA, people will go back. Kunoge mwanyi is tengede. And then you ask yourself, what is so? UCDA was arresting them. So people already know Okunoge mwanyi is tengede is bad. But somebody needs to emphasize it. And whatever enforcement UCDA was doing it, which was miles and miles away from the farmer, why can't this agriculture officer at the sub-county do it? Tumuone pikipiki. Those that don't have pikipiki should inform us. He should, we will buy all the piki. We have agreed with the ministers, we are a very cohesive team. Even if it's a donor project now in the ministry, doing whatever, even if it is for stocking fish, we have to make sure we buy equipment for extension staff. It's a standard one. Like now we have climate smart. If I'm not mistaken, we may get like 400 to 500 piki in the first phase. And I think some vehicles for the districts. So when we send a vehicle to the district, it is not for politicians. It is for people to do. I feel bad when the president is moving around and is asking people, Omulimisa, Owokulunda, Mubalaba. No! Titubalaba. Why? Isn't that also some indictment to the profession? So let's look at all of this. And I'm really ready to work with you, the professional body. Let's make them love their jobs. But the point you talked about of people using local politics to deny recruitment of professional people, we shall fight it. We shall fight it. We shall task the council and you to go district by district. Give us a professional audit of each district, how they are performing. Do they have a DVO? Do they have the extension staff? All of them. Why don't they have them? Have they submitted to public service? Do they have wage? If they don't have wage, have they requested for it? So those issues need to be studied, and as Maif, we are ready.